Well, what do you guys call this? Aluminum, aluminum foil. Aluminum? It's aluminium. What? What's this? Oregano, oregano, oregano. Tomato, tomato. Zebra, zebra. Like, the list goes on. And then not just pronunciation, but words as well. Like, oh yeah, just go down to the servo and we'll go to the bottle-o and what? Go to the gas station and we'll like go to the wine store to get some alcohol. Like, there's just so much slang here that even though, yes, as a native English speaker, people think that I would have no dramas coming here and understanding, but they have a whole language to themselves, and it's taken a lot of time to get used to, but it's fun, and it's, again, another conversation starter and always a laugh. So, yeah, definitely had some troubles. So I'm Sarah, I'm from America, and I'm here in Sydney, Australia on a student visa. Yeah, so I actually first came here many years ago when I studied abroad and fell in love with the country like so many of us always do. I came back about a year and a half ago on a tourist visa, and a girl that I met in my hostel suggested that perhaps a student visa would be a good way. I assumed that it was like another university degree, and initially I was like, no way, like I don't have the money for that, I don't have the time, I've already completed my bachelor's, like no way. But then she told me about vocational courses, and that there's a few companies out there that offer kind of a pathway to study and to live here and work here. And that's when she showed me Study Anywhere. She found an ad on Facebook and she said, I think I'm going to call these people. And she did, and she had a good experience, so she passed the info to me, and that's how I discovered Study Anywhere. I'm an English teacher. That's kind of the job that I pursued once here. And yeah, it's been good. I teach at a language school here in Sydney, just over near Central. And yeah, I've been able to work, of course, go to school as well, but also just still maintain and be able to enjoy the beautiful Australian experience. Living out in Coogee, the eastern suburbs, it's beautiful and it's a good life. It's a really good quality of life here, so. It honestly was amazing. I was so surprised. When I first started delving into the option of the student visa, did a quick Google, and I saw there were a handful, only a very small handful of companies that came up. I came to learn that student visas are a huge industry here. So I assumed as much that all these companies would be bombarded and wouldn't really have time for little old me, because time was of the essence. I came over here on a tourist visa, and I knew I only had a short amount of time to make a decision and get the ball rolling before I would be kicked out of the country. So I sent emails off to all three of the top, or two of the top companies. And then I reached out to Study Anywhere, and literally within like a few hours, one of the representatives got in touch with me, and then it was a phone call, and the experience was incredible because it was so personable, and so I felt like I was chatting with a friend right away. And it was someone that I could tell was very knowledgeable on all the resources and really knowledgeable on the whole process of the student visa, but also just seemed like really relaxed about it all. And of course, when you're, as we all know here in Australia, when you're on visas and time crunches and deadlines and expirations, it's a stressful experience. And so the experience that Study Anywhere gave me was like the most calming, and like everything's going to be okay, while also being like, just give us your info, we've got it in our hands. So I can't say enough good things, and I think it's the best company to go through, because even some of the companies that I reached out to a year ago still haven't gotten back to me. So yeah. I am going to be heading to Bali soon. I kind of want to jump into the work from wherever lifestyle. So I'm going to head over to Indonesia. Obviously, another huge caveat being here in Australia in the South Pacific, you're close to beautiful places like Indonesia. So want to go to Bali for a little bit, start doing some online teaching. And just get like more of an online life going so I can continue to travel and work and see the world. Yeah. The thing that I love most about Australia, I think I said it before, but just the quality of life that it offers you. So I am a lover of all things sun and beach, and yes, of course, Sydney, prides itself in that culture, but also the city is great, and there's so many great eateries and pubs, and aesthetically it's beautiful just to walk around. And if you want to, go to the mountains, it's a short train ride away. But what's so amazing about it that I find is that since it's an incredible country that welcomes in so many different people through the options of student visas and working holiday visas, you are truly meeting people from all over the world with similar experiences, different experiences, and well, it really is a feast for all the senses. Your eyes are pleased, and yeah, it's a gorgeous place, but the connections you make and the people you meet will just last you a lifetime. And just to have, to come across a company like Study Anywhere that makes the whole process of setting yourself up on this side of the world is just a huge blessing. And yeah, I've always come back and forth to Australia for so many years, and it's somewhere that it feels like a home away to home. And that's one thing that the more people you meet, so many people say the same thing. And yeah, so it's just, I don't know. I think it's one of my favorite places I've ever been, and it's a place that I'll always come back to. But I feel so fortunate to have found a way to stay here and to enjoy the life. Past working holiday visa, or past just studying abroad with your university, like the fact that you can come here and do a student visa and, continue to enjoy is just, I'm very grateful. My very first experience in Australia, it was my last semester at university, and I decided to take up the opportunity of studying abroad because I thought that, well, if I don't study now, then I'm never going to be able to get the money to do it. So I need to go through my university. So I came over here and I studied abroad at the University of Newcastle, which was amazing because it was really more of a true Aussie experience. Sydney's incredible, of course, but it's a major city in the country, so you're gonna have all walks of life. And when I was in Newcastle, I was surrounded by Aussies from all over, inland, north, south, and so it was such an eye-opening experience because one, it was my first time out of the country. It was my first time ever being somewhere that I've obviously never been before, but it was an incredible cultural experience. And Newcastle is just becoming one of the best cities. There's the beaches, and it's got this old industrial feel, but it's really up and coming with, just the vibes there are really cool. And it's it's a $6 train ride from Sydney, so it's really nice. But I always say there's just something ineffable about this country for me that, yes, I came off the plane and I looked at pictures and I knew that it was going to be beautiful, but truly for me, when I stepped off the plane the first time, there was something about it that I was like, oh my God, I'm home. This is my people, my land, everything just felt so, I don't know, disconnected. I was just here in a past life. I know it sounds weird, but I love it. And ever since, I've always been enamored, so. I have such vivid memories because, like I said, I was at university, so we would all have dinner together in the dining hall. It felt like it was in Harry Potter, the long dining tables. We would all sit, and it was myself and another American girl, and we were surrounded by Aussies, and all we would do is have conversation. Well, what do you guys call this? Aluminum foil. Aluminum? It's aluminium. What? What's this? Oregano, oregano, tomato, zebra. The list goes on. And then not just pronunciation, but words as well. Just go down to the servo and we'll go to the bottle-o and what? Go to the gas station and we'll go to the wine store to get some alcohol. There's just so much slang here that even though, yes, as a native English speaker, people think that I would have no dramas coming here and understanding, but they have a whole language to themselves, and it's taken a lot of time to get used to, but it's fun, and it's, again, another conversation starter and always a laugh. So, yeah, definitely had some troubles. Okay, I'm a die-hard long black girl, but coffee culture is so big here in Australia. And I have to say, I'm a real big lover of an almond cappuccino. Just think it's great. Or an almond dirty chai. Do you know a dirty chai? Oh, fabulous. So it's like a chai latte with almond milk, but it's a shot of espresso in it. That's why they call it a dirty chai. So it's like a little bit of buzz, but a little bit of sweet too. That's the one. Just say yes. Just do it. It is literally, it's the best experience that I have ever had. There are thousands of people out there who, for them, it's been the best experience they've ever had. And if you're scared or unknown or, fearful of, well, it may not work out, or you think that the people that have done it before you, they had something that you didn't, absolutely not. Just literally get here and everything will work out. You will meet so many people that have gone through the experience so many times. You walk here and you may, land at the airport by yourself, but I promise you, the second you get to your hostel or the second you get to your accommodation, there's going to be a whole crowd of people around you that will be willing to help you navigate, navigate a visa situation, navigate friends, the city, anything. It is just such a welcoming environment, and just come and let's study anywhere help you, because just fab. I think Study Anywhere is the best balance between comprehensive knowledge of the visa system, the schools. They have they're so well versed in the visa or in the student visa situation, whilst being so down to earth, so friendly, so easily reachable. Kind, awesome, just literally exactly what you would want, for a big decision, or, when sorting through visas, it can be very scary and intimidating, and to have these young, brilliant minds, be able to help you out it's amazing. It's perfect. No one should ever use any other student visa company except for Study Anywhere. Not paid to say this.